welcome to the HobidyBooby, the Psych Ward of Last Valerian, back again with another Tekken 8 rank session. It's going to be Alisa. And real quick, I know there was a video I popped up about like the TV screwing up on me. It stopped that same day. You know, knock on wood. Hopefully it stops entirely. But I might take that video down. There's still evidence that in one of the Kazan streams, something about like this game is like Neo or something, right? So just if you want to see the evidence, it's like within the first 10 to 15 minutes of that video. But anyway, something else I must say is that I think I mentioned this in the previous episode. I have to get through this stuff quickly enough, so once again, I didn't want to do this during another week, but I have to do it once again. It's where if somebody leaves, I'm only going to be playing 3 opponents per episode, with the exception of the Bears. So I do apologize for that, but let's just get this thing started. Tekken 8 rank session, Alisa. Let's do this dance. The crappy thing is they've done something to Alisa's up forward 1, so I don't know what to do. Right, I have lost the damage for my combos. I know they were super simple and it was kind of boring, but I mean, I still like the sound that she makes when she does the up forward 1, the final sound that she makes. Now, I have been messing around with Anna. I found some pretty cool stuff. At first, I'm just like, dude, what the fuck do I do with this character, man? Not bad. Nice. Oh, shit. That's not what I wanted. Nice. Damn it. Oh, I guess wrong. Of course I did. Nice. Damn it. Nice. Damn, dude. This right here. So now I have to do either this, which only gives I got her. Maybe not. Okay. Anyway, you only get a... That was a counter, so it did more than what the combo actually does. It does, like, about 67. Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna move. Alright. Okay. Damn it. It's not a launch punish. Nice. Damn it. Nice. Really? Okay. Of course, yeah, just let her do that. Yeah, plus range don't mean anything in this game. But I guess only for other people when it's just convenient. Oh my good god, game. Okay. Okay, game. Alright. That's plus. No, they should have been able to do that. You see what I'm saying? That's the problem with this game. People can literally mash and actually get away with stuff because that's plus. That's +1. So it should have been my turn right there, but the game's like, nah, I don't want to do that. Okay, alright, yep. And now we're just gonna have to deal with all this bullshit off of something this person did not earn at all. Damn. Alright, well, I guess wrong there. Because this person was literally able to mash and win. Because that's how this game works. Don't fucking tell me it doesn't work like that. It literally does. It actually does. It actually fucking does. No. Okay. Now, of course, you can't sidestep, because sidestepping is useless in this game. It's useless in a 3D fighting game. as I say that, I'm literally fucking, like, punishing with a sidestep. Damn. Okay. I don't think they deserve that, but alright. Nice. Nice. Of course, somehow it just works, you know what I mean? It just works. It just works. Man. I really do love playing this game, dude. I do, but just the rules and the way it's designed is it's fucking annoying, dude. Yeah, nice. Oh, now you want to actually give it to me? Okay. I appreciate it, game. I appreciate you just randomly fucking doing it. It's nice. I'm pretty sure that's not plus. I'm quite confident it's not plus. I do believe it's not. Really? Okay. Jesus Christ, dude. Like I said, sidestepping just does fucking work in this game. And of course, I block low once again. I block wrong because, you know, it's a fucking constant guessing game as well. Nice. Of course, she has no punish frames, obviously. Why the fuck would she? It's not what I wanted. Damn. Nice. Thank God that killed. That was fun. No, it wasn't. I'm gonna be honest, it really wasn't. See, look at that. She should not be able to trade there. Nice. And of course you can. Of course. Yeah, and she's punishable. That was a punish. That was a fucking punish right there. But you can't punish in this game on throws, which makes no fucking sense. I don't get that. How are you able to fucking tech like that? Damn it, dude. I tried to stand up, but I couldn't do it. Nice. Nice. I can't believe it actually worked. I can't believe it. Oh my god. Damn. Nice. Nice. And if you don't miss that, if you don't drop it... if you don't drop that there, then it's 68. Alright, the other one does 67, and that one does 68 there. But I used to get 70 plus per hit. Nice. Nice game. Nice Tekken 8. Damn, okay. Alright. Jesus, what's going on? Why is the connection doing this? Alright, GG's. Next opponent. I do apologize, everybody. I do apologize, everybody. I know I may have won, but I'm just saying, it's annoying. It does feed into some of the people out there that really just hate on the game for hating on the game. Which is the minority, by the way. There are plenty of people out there that actually give, constructive criticism about the game, and then they're considered to be a hater. They're considered to just hate on the game, and that's just not the case. Nice. Damn. How do you think maybe that would work? And of course, just throw it out, because you don't have to worry about anything. Nope. That's not what I wanted. Yeah, just keep mashing. Yeah, just keep mashing, bud. You'll eventually win, right? Because you can in this game. Ah, shit. Damn. Alright. Damn, just keep doing it. Yeah, like I said, just keep mashing. Like, it will work. It shouldn't, but I mean, it will work. Okay. Nice. That's not what I want to game. Jesus, man. Okay. How does she recover in time? I do not know. Well, that's not what I wanted. Damn. Damn, dude. This person just commits the strings. Should kill, right? Hopefully. It does not. Because, like, shitty players like that wouldn't be able to get away with just throwing out, like, a fucking move that carries your ass in this game, right? They just wouldn't be able to do it. If something like that worked, they wouldn't be able to get away with that and think that they're actually good. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. Shit. I hate this. I literally hate this fucking style of play, dude. I hate this. I hate when people get away with shit like this. It's only because of the fucking rage art, dude. And the way this game is designed, like I said, with fucking constant mashing. Like, that's it. Yeah. Yeah, man. Wow! I couldn't even stop them from just mashing like this. Nice. Yeah, whatever, man. God, this player is just not very good, man. They're not. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like to talk shit about players, but I'm not talking shit here, dude. This player's just not good. It's just, they're not. They're not. Okay. Look at that. They literally tried to mash buttons, and that's... Stop! Stop fucking mashing, dude. Stop mashing. Stop. Stop mashing. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna want to done this player. I don't want to do that, but I'm done with this player. I'm done. I'm done with this fucking playstyle. Are you gonna want to done? Yeah, I'm glad you do, because that's exactly what people fucking do, man. When they can't mash buttons in this game, they fucking leave. I was about to bring it to a close, but I forgot that was just a second player, or just a second opponent. I'm not trying to sound like an asshole, man. I know I'm not a pro player or anything like that, but I mean, it's just like playstyles like that. It really bothers me, man. It does. It's just people get away with stuff like that. Damn it. Okay. Okay. Try to press when it's not your turn. Give me that game when that's not what I wanted. Yeah. Nice. Damn. Damn it. Okay. It's not what I wanted. Nice. Can't just spam parry, man, and just expect it to work. Nice. See, that's the problem. The thing doesn't explode properly. Like, it doesn't reach the way it did before. So, I mean, you just kind of... Damn, I was hoping that would work. Alright. Alright, GG's. Well, GG. I don't know if it's a GG's. I don't know if we're playing again. I have no idea. Everybody fucking one and done's in this game when they can't mash buttons, but this player here, just like, I feel like they're just trying, so... I feel like they gonna play again? Yes. It seemed like they were trying. It really did. It seemed like they were trying to do things. I mean, yes, they were trying to parry a little bit too much, but I'm just saying. Whew. Oh my god, dude. Buddy, what is going on with your connection, buddy? Oh, me. Nice. Damn, game. You really gonna fuck me over like that? Alright. Nice. Nice. I know I'm mashing, I know, but that's the thing. I'm not mashing because it's my turn, though. I was hitting him. And the person decided, okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to go ahead and just, I'm just going to pop this Rage Art, right? Because there's literally nothing that you can do besides block. There's literally nothing you can do besides block. You just have to block it. You just have to anticipate it and block it. That's all you have to do, man. That's the only option that you have in this fucking game. Damn it. Damn, dude. In between, he was able to do that. God, Jesus Christ. That's not what I wanted. Dude, I'm getting, like, so many input errors here. But, I mean, I'm not surprised because, you know, it's Tekken 8. Okay, it's really difficult to play like this, bud. I don't know how you do it. How the fuck do you play like this, buddy? God, I love that, though. I really do love that sound. That is just adorable. Okay, game. Don't give me my move. It's okay. It's okay, game. You don't have to give me the wall rising. No, stop just fucking mashing. Cool, game. Cool. Damn. I thought maybe. Of course. Alright, GG's, good sir or madam. GG's. I'm done for today. Okay, alright. I wasn't like extremely pissed off with the way the original outro was, but I still felt like, you know, we need to calm down. It's been a few days, and that's exactly what I did, right? And so the thing is, I need to address two things. I feel like there's a lot more I was going to talk about, but I also tend to ramble, so this thing might still drag on a bit, so I do apologize if it does. And of course, I want to give a shout out to anybody that actually watches this. If you are familiar with the second verse to Prism by Summer Was Fun, you know, then you're a real one, you know what I'm saying, for sticking around and watching my videos all the way to the end. I do appreciate all that. But anyway, I'm going to have to hit that one Alisa with cold water, because I did say, I don't like doing this because I sound like an asshole when I do this type of stuff, but no, that player was not good. I said they weren't good, and I mean that. I mean that. Because, speaking directly to that player, if they happen to come across my channel and they happen to see this episode here, like, the thing is, I'm not going to pretend I'm an expert on Alisa, but the way you were playing Alisa, my man, that's not how you play Alisa. Or my girl. I don't know. You know, man, female, I don't know. But the point is, that's not how you play Alisa. Now, as I said, I don't know how you're specifically supposed to play Alisa, but I can tell you one thing. Like, besides, like, the stuff that I know that I can do, like, you know, certain strings in neutral, yes, I throw out, like, certain things that are unsafe. Not launch punch unsafe, but still unsafe, so I'm probably gonna eat some damage here and there, especially from, like, a really good player that's like, okay, well, you did that, so I'm gonna hit you with this, because you cannot do a launcher on me, and I'm gonna block it. I'm gonna hit you every single time, right? But the point is, I know how to play Tekken 8. You know, I may not know how to play Alisa as a pro, or as, like, you know, an Alisa specialist or anything like that, but I know how to play Tekken 8. And I also know that the only thing that this Alisa player was doing was just throwing things at the wall to see what stuck. And there are plenty of things that stuck, because you can just press buttons after minus frames, and the game will just, on occasion, quite often actually, just allow it to happen. Right? So of course, obviously, there's the raw rage art, but there's just other things that, yeah, you can just do because, fucking why not? Because the game just fucking allows it. And I have plenty of videos showing this type of stuff. I've talked about it before, I'm not going to talk about it again. Because now we're going to get to the second thing I need to talk about, which is during the Ana set. And I think I might have said something afterwards, right, about this, where I was talking about how you should be able to sidestep the plus frames. Now, I get why you can't, because I forgot about this, right? From the stance that she does, that has this, like, either 2 or 3 hitting thing, she has, like, 2 different extensions off of this, right? She has this mid option that can go mid-mid or mid-high-mid. Obviously, the mind games are, or at least, like, the defensive options you have is, like, you have to block, you have to not block, but you have to crouch under the high that you will anticipate. However, because she has the mid-mid, that thing can hit you. And it's 13 on block, it's not launch punishable, but it's still unsafe, right? So if you make the right read, you can do that. But the point is, like, it just leads to plus frames, and that's kind of like the issue that I feel a lot of people have with this game. Because they take away so many defensive options, and they also want to cover up all the characters' weaknesses, so it's like, there doesn't really seem to be much that you can do in terms of, like, trying to sidestep a string. It's usually just, like, either crouch, or that's it, right? It doesn't seem like you can sidestep anymore. It seems like they wanted to just remove that from the game, even though sidestepping apparently has become better. And yes, there were a couple times, fucking miraculously enough, where I was able to do that. I was actually able to sidestep that Ana, for example, right? As I was saying, like, dude, you can't sidestep for shit, and then I literally sidestepped and then was able to take the round off that Ana. But the point is, it's really dumb that it doesn't seem that you can do much of anything in terms of strategy as a defender. It's just like, basically, you're gonna crouch or you're not. That's it. And then you're probably gonna have to hold this mix. And I feel that's like the main problem that people have with this, where it's just like, it's just nothing but a bunch of mix every fucking time, where it's just like, now I have plus frames, so I can do it again. Cool, but why? Did you really earn anything? You know, is this how this game really should be played, right? Well, apparently that's what the developers want. They want the game to just be non-stop pressing buttons every fucking time. Like, and the game could be designed in a way where it's like, wow, did you see all that type of stuff right there? Where it's like, the person, like, they sidestep this, they crouch into that, you know, or they interrupt that, or they power crush through this thing here, you know what I'm saying? It's like that person looked like they were about to die, but they did not, because they were able to persevere and do all this type of stuff. No, the way it would usually work is like, look, man, look at that dude. That dude got beat down because, like, it was just offense after offense. No, that person got Tekken 8'd. That person got Mortal Kombat 1. That person got Street Fighter 6'd. That person got modern fighting gamed, basically. Right? When you see the way, like, a lot of games play nowadays, that's what it is. I'm not even just talking shit about Tekken 8 at this point. It's like all modern fighting games seem to do that type of shit. Right? And some things, yes, can be fun to do offensively, but usually it's the defense that people have problems with. And I was pretty excited about the 2x KO stream I recently watched here. Or at least that long video that I did, where I did a stream on it. But I was pretty excited about that, man. Because it seems like they have taken away some things that it's like, that's too oppressive, man. That's way too oppressive. It seems like they've done enough to be able to do that. And I'm sure that, yes, there's going to be some people that's going to come off as crazy shit. You know, I'm fucking stumbling my words as I usually do. But the point is, like, there's going to be some people that come up as crazy shit, right? And they're probably going to have to, like, maybe patch that stuff out. Or just tone it down a little bit. You know, but I feel like maybe with 2XKO they probably will. Especially because they're obviously going to release with such a low roster of characters. They might be able to do stuff like that. Right? They're able to do that pretty early on. My point is, I feel like I've rambled enough here, and I feel like I've made the points I need to make. Once again, I just want to apologize. I'm not trying to sound like an asshole. I meant what I said, though, but I still want to apologize because it just makes me come across like an ass, like a douche, to basically say to somebody is not good at the game, right? I don't like to say that type of stuff because, hey, maybe that person was just new to Alisa, and that's all it was, right? Perhaps the person is really good with other characters, but no, I mean, honestly, if you come across this video, whoever's using Alisa, I forgot what your name was, I'm sorry, because I'm very forgetful. Right, but I do forget what your name was, but I'm just going to say GG all the same, right? And plus another thing I will say is that I feel that the person, this is something I forgot to bring up actually, when the person left and everything, it kind of just made me think like, yeah, that person probably thought, well, I'm just better than that player, which is definitely not the case. Like, I can assure you that in that situation right there, with that Alisa mirror and the way that you were playing, you were not better than me. As I've said, I don't know how good you are with other characters if you have to come across the channel. I don't know how good that player is with other characters. But I can assure you that player was not better than me in that particular game that we played. But once again, that kind of makes me sound like an asshole. That's why I feel I need to apologize for that. But with all that said, I'm just going to bring this thing to a close because I got to get this thing up. So that way I don't do what I did yesterday and then just forget to upload the fucking video. Because I forgot. I forgot to upload the lately episode and it didn't come up until like the afternoon. So I do apologize for that as well. But this is Psycho Last Valerian, wishing you the best. Thanking you all for watching. Hoping that I can, not get, pissy and whiny in plenty of later episodes and stuff that I'm going to be doing. Because I want to entertain people and I don't want to be like that. But, of course, I hope that you take care. I hope that you have a good one. And hope to see you in the next video or stream. Peace.
As we wait for the smoke to clear and we watch our dreams appear, I know that we can rise together. This vision that we share is ours. Together we can touch the stars. I know that we will see